Hi, suddenly this evening I just realized that my neem plant is wilting, and I think it is because of overwatering, because this pot it has been sitting in a clay tray, because this was very nice and loose soil, mostly sand though. So I just thought, because it was not properly getting watered, so I just put it in a tray. And with the rains again, I think the tray got full, and the roots must be sitting in water for the last 2 days, and I think that is why it is wilting. But let's find out why, and let's see what we can do about it. So to figure that out, I'm just going to go ahead and try to get the plant out of the pot. I'm just going to press the, because it's I'm sure I cannot just pull it out, so I'm just trying to loosen it up. The good thing with the clay pots is this, that we can just press them down to see to loosen up all the soil around the plant, and whatever is falling down can go onto that side. So I think I'll be able to pull this plant out now. So I have a pot which is barely having some wood chips down there, just enough to cover the drain holes, and then I'm going to add some leaves that are just used to mulch some other plant. I don't have any more leaves handy, so that's going to go in there, just barely to cover the bottom of the plant. I'm going to go ahead and pull this plant out and put it in the pot and see what's happening. So there we go. I just tried to move the plant, and I see I almost got the plant out of the pot. I see the roots are doing healthy, but it's definitely overwatered. And many of the tropical plants definitely don't like overwatering, and that can be one reason. If I didn't figure that out early now, it would have been sitting in a lot of water, and the plant would have died, like I killed the last two of my plants. So just to fill up the pot, I want to uppot it into a different pot, because anyways I have to repot that before the winter. So there we go. I'm using some topsoil because that's what I have right now. That pot already has some sand in it, so I think for the tropical plants all we need is a good amount of very good draining soil. So it cannot be thick, so I cannot let it sit in the compost, because compost holds a lot of moisture. So I'll just use a handful. This is the vegetable waste compost from a few, maybe about 2 months, and it's very well decomposed. Like we see, it's very well composted. That's really good compost. I'm just going to add a couple of handfuls in there. That is going to be the nutrition for the plant. If we don't have the compost, it's okay, we can still add some steer manure. Steer manure, it has a lot of nitrogen, so it will help with the growth of the plant. And I'm just going to take this plant out and try to see and adjust it in this pot. There we go. Got the plant. Trying to put it in there. It's sitting really down low, but that's fine, because I'm just going to cover up the rest of the roots out here with some fresh soil. And I'm not going to water this plant now, because I think because this is already overwatered. I'm going to move it into a spot where under a patio cover or something, where the rains won't water the plant, and I'll try to update on how it is doing maybe in a week or so. Let's fill up the pot with the soil first. There we go. We're done with potting the neem plant, and so you should never ever let the soil go against the stem of any of the tropical plants, be it curry leaves, neem, mango, avocado. All of these plants, they don't like to sit in water. They love well draining soil. At the same time, they don't like to be overwatered, especially in the colder months. And I learned it in a hard way. This is my second attempt to overwinter my neem plant outdoors. I don't want to keep it inside the house. I just want to leave it outdoors in a very protected spot. And last year, I am sure the reason why my neem plant died is because of my overwatering, and otherwise it would have picked up really well. So that's a good lesson learned, and I see the same thing happening now again by seeing how the plant started wilting. And this also can be because of the cold nights that we are having. This is some of the soil that I got off the pot. I see that the plant is leaning to a side, so I'm just trying to go ahead, adjust the pot a bit and cover up the very little roots that I still see. There's little more space. I'm going to mulch this pot with the leaves that I have, very barely mulch, but I'm not going to water this plant now because for sure it is already suffering. So that's the thing. So in California, in the place where we live, we can definitely leave it outdoors for sure. Proved successful, many of the people around here, they do have their neem plants which are not protected, left outside in a cozy corner with a very good microclimate, are still thriving and are doing really well. So yes, you can grow, but definitely you have to keep an eye on the temperatures. If you have frosty nights, unsaid, it's better that we protect the plants, but we don't have to really take them indoors and protect it. Of course, it's a choice. I do understand. That's the main key. Don't water your neem plants. Don't overwater the neem plants ever. It's very hard to keep them alive. All you need to do is 1 week of overwatering, sitting in a lot of water, and it dies. This is just the effect of 2 days, and we can tell how the plant started wilting. It can cause root rot. Once the root rot starts, that's it, it's done. Thankfully, now this plant hasn't gone to an extent of root rot yet. That's why I have hopes on this plant that it's going to do good. And the soil that you can use is, I try to keep it up, to keep it to the basics. So I have the earth grow soil, which is like the top soil that I use, a little bit of compost that I have from the house. If you don't have the compost, it is okay. You can just use a bag of steer manure, like 2 handfuls of steer manure. And what's important is the drainage, and that's why we covered the bottom layer of the pot with the wood chips. I think we covered everything. So if you have a neem plant, let's grow it together and let's share our stories, and hopefully we'll be able to overwinter the neem plant. I'll tell my experience soon, and I'll try to update on this plant again in coming March or April, once the spring starts, and I'm pretty confident about it this time. Thank you so much, and happy gardening.